Now here's something to think about before you start pulling up your room and start cutting it up like I'm showing you. Okay? This carpet was still in really good shape as you would have seen before I started. Yes, granted it had some ripples in it because it needed to be re-stretched, and in fact, had we decided not to replace this carpet because of other reasons, we haven't moved in here yet, we were gonna have a carpet guy come over here and re-stretch this bedroom. But ultimately we decided not to do that. Okay, but here's what we could have done. I could have measured this room out, you know, or it could have been 12 by 12 or something like that. And I could have seen exactly, not the cutouts, don't measure the cutouts or anything like that. Just measure from this wall to that wall. And in fact, because this had registers in it, I probably would have measured just to here. And then I could have put that on Facebook Marketplace. I could have put it on Craigslist. I could have put it somewhere else. Carpet for sale, 12 by 12, 3 years old, like new. Show a picture of it. I could have sold that. I could have sold it with the carpet pad. Well, granted, this carpet pad would have been hard because it was on a wood subfloor. But if you're on a concrete floor, if you can get that up, maybe you sell the carpet pad with it, or you just sell the carpet. Okay, there's a thought for you. Okay, see, in this area, this is all too cut up. But if somebody was coming out, let's say I had someone interested in buying that carpet over there, and this room here, I could have measured up this room, 11 by 11, perfect carpet. 3 years old, like new. I could have had, you know, one piece, 12 by 12, one piece, 9 by 9, and the front room, you know, downstairs. I could have measured that area. Let's take a look at that carpet if you haven't watched the other videos. We were going to save this. We were going to move in and replace the carpet in a couple years, and see. Granted, you could see where a couch was here, where there was a table, where there was something else over there. We were going to stretch the carpet out, and we were going to have the TV up against that wall. So we were going to have a cabinet over there, and that was probably going to hide a couple of the marks. And these marks over here, we were going to put a couch here so that it would have hid that. But instead, we decided, hey, we're going to go ahead and replace it for other reasons. You just have to keep watching all my videos. I'm gonna put this in episodes. So if you see this episode, if it says episode 14, look at some previous episodes, or look at some other ones after that, and then you can play them in sequence if you want. You can see all the stuff that I do over here at this condo, starting from episode 1. Hey, what a bright idea! So I could have measured up that, or if I thought, hey, this carpet is in really good shape just from there to there, and this is kind of worn, and there's a worn spot over here, I'm going to say this room is 8 by 9 measured or something, and now you got 3 pieces for somebody, and then someone can call you, and then you can save the rest of it. You could pull this whole thing up in one piece, and roll it up. You can fold this over halfway and then roll it up, double roll it, so you don't have to cut it up in pieces, okay? And then you can tell someone, hey, this piece is actually bigger, but I only said it was 8 by 9 because there's some marks. Maybe somebody will say, hey, that's fine, I can deal with that. Perfect, thanks. And you can say, hey, you get those 3, I'll even throw in the extra carpet, this extra carpet in here. You can cut it up, but save it in big enough pieces. Like I would cut that and roll that little piece up, and then maybe this little section here I would double it up and then roll it up, let's say, and just give it to the people and say, hey, you can have that too, because you never know how the room is set up. Here's another idea for you. If you're like, nah, I don't want to do that, I don't want anybody coming out to the house or anything, here's something else you could do. You could say, hey, I still like this carpet. There's enough carpet here. Do you have a storage room you can put it in? Do you have a little closet, something like this underneath the stairs that you could fit a piece of carpet in there? Or you want to put a piece of carpet, maybe you got a place up in the attic. This place has a little area. It's got an attic ladder right here, and there's a floor up there. Now I could take some, if I wanted to, I could put some carpet up there if I really wanted to. I don't think I'm going to. Or you could take some carpet that saves some good pieces, and you can cut some rectangular pieces out for floor mats, you know, out by the garage, and the garage door that goes up from the garage to outside. You could put a little carpet, or if you have some concrete steps in your garage where you come out your door from your house down into your garage, and you got concrete steps there. Maybe you could save some carpet before you throw it all away and cut some rectangular pieces for that. You know, so there's other ideas to do. Think about all that kind of stuff. If you want to save, if you want to make some extra money, hey, maybe you sell your carpet. Maybe you can make 45 bucks, 65 bucks, 85 bucks, $115, depending on how much carpet you have. Do you know what I mean? So there's a thought for you before you start ripping up your carpet. I'm going to be careful with this carpet because I know that's where they stapled it. I just ripped it. I cut it in half over here. So I still want to be as careful as I can when I'm pulling this up to try to get all of the staple bits off, okay? And I found on this particular pad, I like this outside. It says odor ban. I like that side to be the side that I roll up. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can do it either way. And if you have little pieces, like see this piece is too small to roll up, and plus it's got all this other stuff in here. So all your extra little pieces just flop down in here. I've got these little pieces. I don't want to pick them up later if I don't have to, right? I'll just leave them in here. And let's just get this back this way a little bit. Trying to make sure you can see this on camera. Granted, I'm still going to have to pull all these little bits next to the staples. What a nightmare that's going to be, but hey, that's part of it. Now I can get this rolled up, and I have all my other little pieces in here. Okay. And that's why I ripped that in half. Nice and easy for me to lift on my own, get out there to the dumpster, reposition in the dumpster rather than a 6-foot wide piece. Because, hey, there's lots of people's stuff in there. And if there's too much in there, I'll just do a little bit at a time. I'll carry all the carpet pad and the carpet down to the garage if I have to, or down next to the front door of the condo, you know, down in there. Put a little bit in today, put a little bit in tomorrow. And see, you remember, I'm getting you dizzy now. Remember I had all the carpet and the pad rolled up over there. Well, I had to put it somewhere until I got this room done, and I didn't want to wait for this. I could have waited for this last bit of carpet pad later and done that later, but you know, I thought, no biggie, I'll just do it. That way I can have it all over here because I'm going to have it all stacked. I'm going to stack all that in the dumpster first before putting the heavy carpet on top. Now I got these two little pieces to roll up, and then I'm in to the next area.